morning, girls. Happy Sunday. Sunday isn't like a day that I always go live. I go live sporadically on the weekend. So we'll see if anybody sees this. They may or may not. I might add one of these under my lip. I don't know. I'm going to do a lip kit or like a lip combo. I've been doing quite a bit lately. That is just one of those kind of effortless ones that it looks good. You don't have to think about it. And I like having those. And it goes with like any makeup look. So casual, full glam, it really just goes with all of it. But yeah, good morning. Get ready with me for the day. We're going to keep it pretty simple, pretty easy. Just one of those looks to get us going. But I'm going to start with the Ophir Mattifying Primer. I love the Makeup Pro Tip, but I just, I ran out. And so since I have the mattifying primer, which I do like, I'm just using that. And I'm going to put that pretty much everywhere but under my eyes. This is going to do exactly what it sounds like, which is mattify the skin, help prevent oil. It's mattifying, it is not drying. Sometimes things that say mattifying just suck the life out of your skin, and all that does is makes it look more aged. When you do your makeup, this is not like that. It is, okay, we're back maybe. For some reason, whenever I like accidentally close out in any way, it always zooms back out. What's everybody up to today? How was your weekend? Friday, I actually did make a few videos. I just didn't make them on live. And actually this morning I meant to make a video before I got on here because, guys, Skin Satin is restocking soon. It just clicked into my head, if you can. If you can't tell where I'm like, crap, I got on too soon. I was actually going to make a video for that this morning. Like, just the Skin Satin, you know? It's restocking soon. So I still don't have dates yet, but I did get word, like, it's restocking very, very soon. It's a scheduled restock. Nothing should be getting in the way of this. Like, it's legit. It's not every single shade, but it's like 8 shades. So it's going to be a really good chance that your shade will be in the restock as well. So I know you guys are going to be super, super happy with that. Anyway, I'll just make a video for it tomorrow. So tomorrow, Monday's Facebook Live. Those of you that join me every single day during the weekday, I might be on just a hair later because I'll put my base on before I get on with you guys. Might just be kind of a short live tomorrow. Good morning. Today we'll do a full face of kind of an everyday makeup look. I'm just combing through my brows with this brow mascara while I let my primer and my illuminating eye gel set. Just to kind of shape them. Stacy, how are you? Let that set and also just reshape these brows. It is tinted, so it does fill them in a little bit, but it's not the same as like a pencil. So what I like to do as someone that absolutely sucks at doing my brows is I like to comb them out and kind of shape them. And then once I completely finish my makeup, I'll kind of recomb, or if I need to, take a pencil and kind of like fix any areas. With that being said, my brows are never perfect, never even really a match. So if you have a system that's working good for you, stay with yours because I guarantee it's better than mine. So this is just what I do if it could be helpful. I don't know if it can. All right, so then I like to take a flat brush and I take some concealer and I kind of carve them out with this concealer. So I basically just try to make them even, which I never do. They're never even. But that's basically what I do. And then same thing on the top, and I'll kind of like swoop down to add that. Chilly Pennsylvania weather has been crazy. Oh my gosh, what is the weather in Pennsylvania? I haven't been outside yet, but it looks like it's going to be nice here today. I haven't looked up the weather. I will say yesterday I went to Billings to watch my niece's little volleyball tournament, and it was pretty chilly when I left here. Not like winter, but like definitely not hot by any means. And when I was leaving Billings to head home, it was 75 degrees or something like that. It was crazy. I couldn't believe when I walked out from the gym. I'm like, whoa, it's like actually super nice out today. And there was like no wind. I mean, it was a miracle. I feel like every day is windy here. And as soon as we start thinking like, oh my gosh, no wind, what a beautiful day, it's like the wind picks up and I'm like, of course. I keep screwing this one up lately. Okay, I think that's gonna have to be good enough. And we'll kind of touch up at the end if we need to. Just cold, so not snowy or anything, just like cold temps. How weird. It has been such a strange year for weather. I hear, and it seems like everywhere. Like Montana has been very weird. We're obviously going to use Skin Satin in celebration of her restock coming very, very soon. Yes, I will get dates and all of that. I didn't check that before I got on here, so I'll make a separate like video, pictures, all of that with all the details, so that way nobody has to watch a whole Facebook Live to get the details. But it is restocking. I just don't know off the top of my head, but it's like definitely restocking. So that's the good news. I'm using the shade Coriander, but Ophir, just so you guys know when it comes next week, if you are new to the brand, Ophir does have a shade match quiz on their website that I think works really well. It actually matched me to this shade, and I was just starting with Ophir. I'd never tried the brand, nothing. And so I wanted to know what to tell people, like, use the quiz, don't use the quiz. So I used the quiz. I didn't even look at any of the colors, nothing. I just used the quiz because I was like, I really want to see how accurate this is, or if I should tell people, like, to steer clear. And this was the match I got, and it honestly probably matches me better than any other foundation I own, which is quite a few, so I would say it works pretty dang well. Skin Satin is a satin finish, so basically it goes on liquid and kind of dries to a soft powder, meaning you can wear it just like this by itself with a gorgeous glowy medium coverage. But it does play really well with other products, so if you do like to use concealer, powder, setting powder, you can absolutely still use those. I've worn it just like this and like put blusher and bronzer over, you know what I mean, and just went about my day, and that works really well. And I put it under powder, and that works really well. So it's really just whatever your personal preference is. Okay, I need to pull my mirror a little closer so I can actually make sure I got this blended. I was gonna wear leggings today, and I started like walking around the house with them, and I'm like, no. Because this shirt is like kind of long. Well, it's like definitely long, like supposed to be in the back, you know, where it like covers. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll just wear leggings. And then I was just like sitting in them, walking around. I looked in Zuri's like little bigger mirror that's like a full body mirror, whatever you call that. And I'm just like, no, I can't do it. So I don't know. I think it's maybe because I'm not tall. Like, I just hate leggings. I hate the look of them. Maybe it's because they're always like a little bit too long on me, where they kind of like bunch up in certain areas. But I don't know. I can't get to the leggings, and I feel like that has been in for a while now. Not that I've never worn a pair of leggings in like my whole entire life or something, but I just cannot seem to get to the point where I like leggings. So what about you guys? Are you a legging gal or not? I still actually have them on right now, but I'm definitely for sure gonna go put some pants on. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of powder. You guys know me, I love my unique powder. I love to set my makeup. I think it lasts longer throughout the day. It adds a little bit more coverage. But I do keep it nice and light by just using a big fluffy brush. Anyway, I don't think I'm ever going to be a legging gal. I can't do it. They just don't look good on me. I think maybe if I shopped like petite leggings or something, or if you can buy them in short. I don't really have seen that, but I don't know, because I also was wearing biker shorts or whatever they call last summer, and they were nice and tight, like they weren't rolling up, you know what I mean? Because with that stuff, you almost need it more tight so it doesn't like roll up or like bunch up. And they were plenty tight, all of that, all good. I saw a video of myself from behind in my sister's Instagram story, and needless to say, I was like, I will never be putting those back on unless I am literally cleaning my house and like not leaving, which would have been fine. I mean, I was just with my sister, but the funny thing was I was like, these look cute from like watching so many like try-on hauls and stuff of girls with like biker shorts and graphic tees. So I totally thought I had like a cute fitting outfit just like them. And then I saw that and I was like, not the same. Not the same. I only like black, but don't wear it often. Yeah, I don't know. I think they look good on other people, but every time I wear them, I'm just like, no. I feel like sometimes I see those videos of people that are like, I never wear hats, and so when they wear a hat, they're like, everybody's gonna know I don't wear a hat. Have you ever seen those? I don't know, like, they're just like, everybody's gonna be pointing and laughing at me like it's a joke, you know what I mean? But it's because they feel like weird never being in a hat. I don't know if that's what it is with the leggings, or I don't know, I'm just like, these just do not look good on me. And I see people that wear them and I'm like, they look just fine on them. But every time I wear them and I see myself from really any angle besides my bathroom mirror, which cuts off, I think, right here, I'm like, yeesh, no thank you. Good morning, Nora Lynn. I can't see your comment yet because I have a little slow connection thing. Oh, it just says, good morning, good morning. Okay. I'm just going in with Ophir's blush in the shade Long and Berry. This is a really pretty matte, kind of brownish tan. It is under blushers, but to me, it's more like a matte bronzer or contour type shade. So I love it for that. And I'm just taking a fluffy brush. This is from the really big cheap pack I have listed under makeup brushes up in the description. They're not fancy. They are not expensive at all. They are definitely very basic. But for $14.99, you do get a bunch of shapes, and I can't complain. Like, they're really not bad, and they really have lasted well. But don't get them thinking they're going to be like BK Beauty brushes or Ophir brushes or something like that. But they're not bad. I will never wear biker shorts. I also look like a boy in a hat. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. See, I love wearing a hat, but I don't think they necessarily look like love me back. I don't know. No, I wore those biker shorts and I was like, these are looking so good with my little graphic tee. Like, that's what I thought it was looking like the try-on hauls I watch on Instagram. And then, yeah, another angle, I was like, whoa, that is not looking how I envisioned it. That's for dang sure. So that was a no. A definite, will not be putting those back on. I mean, I would wear them, like, you know, around the house if I was just cleaning or whatever, but if I was, like, trying to look even presentable, those will not be going back on. But it was just funny because from, like, this angle, I was like, yes, this looks just like the Instagram model, which I don't know what I was thinking, but in my head, I'm just like, this looks just like the Instagram models I've been watching, like, so cute, yes. And then actually I saw my sister's story and I was like, I think we were having maybe a birthday party when this happened. And I was watching her like Instagram story and I was like, who is that chubby lady in the background? Because it was just from the back. It was me. I was just like, those are not flattering at all. And I wasn't saying it in like a rude way. Like, I wouldn't care if there was a chubby lady at my house, obviously. But I was just like, I don't remember anyone being there. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm literally never wearing those again. That is actually insane. Yeah, I don't know. Biker shorts might be for a very select body type that I do not have. That's for sure. All right, let's do a little bit of blusher. I might just do a little pink apple. I I've been really liking Pink Apple and Longanberry, a very odd combo that I was surprised worked so well, but I was making videos for blush combos a little bit ago. I don't know, like a month ago. I should make up some more, but anyways, one of the combos we tried was Longanberry powder blush paired with the Pink Apple cream blush, and surprisingly, it looks really good together, even though they're so not the same at all. And it does just look really fresh, and like, I feel like Longanberry's like nice and subtle, so it doesn't look like super harsh or anything like that. And then Pink Apple, kind of the same thing. It's enough to add that little bit of color, but it's not like so super bright. I like to apply this with a powder brush if I'm applying it over top of powder foundation, and then I just gently like stipple and press it into the skin. And that's my personal favorite way to apply it. I like to keep it nice and high on the cheek, but look at how pretty that glow is. And I'm using a very light touch, so I think if you are applying cream over powder, which I do a lot, one of the keys is to use a very light touch. You're not wanting to like smear and swipe because you don't want to pull that powder off. You just want it to kind of melt right into it. So you're just very gently like tapping it in to that area, and that's kind of how I'm blending. And I think you guys can see it goes over it very beautifully. It gives this really pretty glow. I love the cheek sticks, and I've actually loved them since they came out. I love them over powder. In the summer, I love to just wear the cheek sticks like over my bare skin to add a little flush to my face. In the summer, I do a lot more no makeup looks and even no makeup days because I feel a little more confident with the tan, and also I just love like not having anything on my face if I'm gonna be outside when it's super hot. So I love them for that. And then in the winter, I love them in like my full glam everything. They just add such a pretty glow. The pigment payoff is crazy, so you're definitely gonna need less than you think. But yeah, thanks, Stacy. All right, let's go ahead and set all of our powders with our Everset setting spray. This kind of helps blend and melt everything together. So that way your products look less separated and your powder looks less like powder sitting on top of skin, which is what it is. So it's okay for it to look like that. Makeup's makeup. You're going to have pores. You're going to have textures. Don't believe those ads you see on, you know, Instagram or whatever. There is filters on them. Okay. In real life, everybody has pores. Everybody has movement in their face. Everyone's going to have some settling in their makeup. That's normal. But this just kind of helps melt it together so it looks a little more seamless. So I like to spray my face and then I just let it dry down. I do like the Everset because it is a super fine mist, and I have some cheaper setting sprays that I don't mind. I like the Ulta Beauty brand one, and I've tried a couple others that are okay. The only thing I will say is I have used a couple bad cheap ones, which I just tossed them, but they were like oily, where my makeup became like a slip and slide. And then others have worked great. The only complaint I would say pretty consistently, in my opinion, with the, what am I trying to say? With the cheaper setting sprays is they don't usually have a super fine mist. And sometimes that can leave some splotches in your makeup. So if you're falling on a budget, always an option. But if you're taking advantage of Ophir's Buy More, Save More event, this would be a perfect time to grab it. Thank you, Stacy. All right, we're going to use I have this lip kit linked for you guys up in the description. I'm actually looking for the lipstick, though. I know I just used it because here it is. I was going to say I just edited a video and posted it of the same lip look that I actually really like, and it's super inexpensive. So, e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner in the shade Dark Cocoa. I'm going to use a very light hand because these are creamy. So, if you go in with a heavy hand, it's going to definitely be a little more chunky and, not chunky, but like thick. The line's going to be chunky. Good morning, Sherry. How are you? And we're going to line our lips. This is a great combo for every day. and it's super inexpensive, and it ships Prime. So I have it linked up in the description for you. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my finger and kind of soften this a little. You can always go back in and darken it up until it's however dark you want it. I just want it to be a nice, seamless blend. I'm good. Just woke up a few minutes ago. Oh, that's perfect. Getting to sleep in a little bit. I swear, my dogs do not believe in sleeping in, especially on the weekend. If there was ever going to be a day they slept in, it would definitely be a weekday when I can't sleep in anyways. So yeah, sleeping in for them is about 6 a.m. What are your plans today? I'm feeling lazy. Honestly, I would love that, but we do have a basketball tournament today. So if I did not have that basketball tournament, I 100% would not even be getting ready or anything. And I'd still be in my pajamas, probably sitting on the couch doing nothing. But yeah, so I'm definitely feeling lazy, but we have to go to that. Okay, the lipstick is Wet n Wild shade Close Off. Do not be afraid of this. I have used like the Wet n Wild bronzer, Wet n Wild eyeshadow, and I'm sorry, Wet n Wild, that they were not good. The face products were especially bad. Like, it felt cheap. It feels like little kid makeup. It did not work. This I really like. It is more of a glossy lipstick. I feel like it is really hydrating, but it did not irritate my lips. But it does have really pretty good payoff. Like, it has pretty good pigment for being a glossy lip. It's not like super completely sheer. And I just think those are so pretty together. $7.19. Oh, nice. I bet it's $8.19 here. Same here with my pups. Yeah, I don't know. The dogs are like, oh, it's the weekend. We should get up even earlier. I'm like, why must we do this? I've never been like a huge sleeping in kind of person anyways, but I'm like, I wouldn't mind sleeping past, 6 at the absolute latest on the weekend for sure. If I could. I might just wake up anyways now because I'm in the habit of it. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to take some setting powder. I do have this one linked and I really, really like it. It is a very finely milled, loose, translucent, loose setting powder. So I basically just take that and kind of target all of the areas that my makeup settles and that I have a lot of texture. So obviously around my eye area, my mouth area, because I'm moving my face so much more, I am going to do just the tiniest dusting right here. This does take away some of the glow, but it takes away texture as well. So you can kind of see, here's with the setting powder, my pores, and then here's with no setting powder. So you don't need much. If you bake, I feel like that's when setting powder kind of enhances fine lines and wrinkles, where I feel like if you do the tiniest bit, as you can see, it's like nothing, and you just gently kind of like set that, you can get the positive effects of setting powder where it like blurs pores, sets your makeup, all of that, without the like creepy look of it. Because I know I tried when like baking was in, that never did work for me. It just made me look about 20 years older than I was, because I swear lines that I couldn't see before I had that setting powder and concealer on, I suddenly could see. So just keep in mind the tiniest bit is all you need, and I love it. Oh, Fears is really good too if you're doing the Buy More, Save More. Oh, Fears is a little different because it's a pressed powder, so it's a little bit thicker in consistency than this loose powder, and then it is tinted, so it'll have that, where this is translucent. But it really is still a good setting powder, so if you're doing that, you could totally just add that one. All right, I'm going to take the tiniest bit. I don't necessarily do this a lot of the time. I actually don't do it most of the time, but I want just a tiny bit of my powder blush. I don't know why. I just think it'll look better. Maybe I'll just apply it with this. And I just use the shade apricot. I feel like apricot and the powder blush and pink apple and the vitamin C stick, which is a cream blush, are very, very similar. So if you're someone that likes to just layer powders and creams, but you want them to be like the same product, or same color, those two are very, very similar. All right, let's put our mascara on, and then I think we'll just call it a day. I just got this new mascara, and I actually really, really like it. You guys, it's a tubing and a fiber mascara, and I got it in the shade brown. I've been wanting a good brown mascara, but it does come in black and stuff. Anyways, I actually really like it, and it's on sale on TikTok. It's like actually kind of an expensive mascara where I'm like, holy cow, that's way too expensive. But I don't know if it's just always on sale or what. I'm new to this brand. Anyways, it's on sale on TikTok for $10.99. So if you like tubing mascara and you want a good one, I've been using this one. This will be my fourth or fifth day. I've used it on live once, and then I actually made a couple TikToks with it. One I haven't posted yet, but I do really like it. So I would recommend trying to fix these brows, which I don't think is possible. All right, let's go ahead and curl. My Ophir order shipped and should be here Thursday. Yay! The apricot is pretty. I know, I really like the apricot too. It's so pretty. Anyways, then I'm gonna go change into jeans because, like I said, I can't do these leggings. I was like, I'll wear them while I'm getting ready, since one thing I do get makeup on a lot while I'm getting ready is my pants. So I'm like, I'll leave them on while I get ready, and then I'm switching back to my jeans. I'm like, I can't do it. I tried. I just don't understand. I'm like, leggings look so cute on other people. And then every time I wear them, I'm like, no. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this mascara. It's fibers and tubing in one, so it really does add a ton of length, a ton of volume. And then tubing makes it where you can remove your mascara with just water and wiping it. But it doesn't smudge or budge. So it's almost kind of like the mascara creates like a capsule around your natural lash. So when it comes off, it's not like a melting of the mascara. It's just like in these little tiny chunks, like almost looks like little lashes. And that's how it comes off. So that is really nice, actually. I went ahead and got the brown because I've been wanting a brown mascara for a while now. So I wanted to try that, and everybody says it's good for blue eyes, but like I said, it does come in black too. So if you don't want to try the brown, it is a dark brown. Like, I don't feel like it's super light or anything. I actually kind of want to get like a lighter one. I also want to try the burgundy mascara trend I've been seeing. That looks really pretty, but I still think this looks good. And I just think brown mascara sometimes looks a little bit softer than black. So yeah, it's pretty good. I will say I do have to stop at a certain point, or else I will get my lashes all clumped together because I'll keep trying to go in with more and more and more and fix them. Good morning, Dawn. Just popping on to say hi. I'll watch the replay later. Have a great day. Well, thanks for saying hi. I know a lot of people don't really see my TikToks. A lot of people don't see my TikToks either, but when I go live on Facebook randomly on the weekend, a lot of people don't see it because I'm not consistent with the weekend. So I appreciate those of you that happen to see this while you're on your phone, jumping on and saying hi. So I didn't have to be all by my lonesome. Okay. It's actually pretty good how fast and easy it adds that much length and volume. And you could totally stop like right there if you just want the more natural look. You guys know me, and I am way too heavy-handed for that. If you ever do this, don't panic. Leave it, let it dry. Do not try to wipe it. It has to be like a really, really big clump for me to go in right away. And if that happens, I press versus swipe. So I like press a paper towel while it's wet and try to pick it up that way. Doing basically everything I can to prevent from messing up my makeup that I just did. I am a messy mascara applier. I will say it doesn't matter. I have used so many brands of mascara. I've used waterproof, tubing, regular, everyday, lengthening. I've used it all. I really have. And I pretty much always make a mess with my mascara. So I will say if I use a mascara that's super wet, I hate that. So I will always tell you guys if it's way too wet to use. Because those ones are the ones I'm talking like you blink and like black just goes everywhere. You know what I mean? I do not like that. This is a really good texture, but I pretty much every day seem to have mascara somewhere, and it does not matter which one I use, so I'm not blaming the mascara for that. You have stunning blue eyes. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, Stacey, you should definitely try the brown. I had brown mascara forever ago, and it had been quite a hot minute since I did. And so I'm really liking this. Good morning. I missed the foundation. What foundation did you use today? I used Skin Satin by Ophir because exciting announcement, guys. It is restocking very soon. I will make a post probably tomorrow, so I might be on a little later. Just talking about Skin Satin and nothing else, so you guys have all the details. There's like 8 to 10 shades restocking, so it's not every single shade, but it's a lot of them, so I'm sure there's one you guys can make work. And then I did top it with my unique pressed powder, like you guys know I love to do. Alright, side note, if you haven't got the gloss shop yet, I love this stuff. This is a leave-in frizz repair treatment. It smells like apples. And it's so lightweight, and it really does make your hair so soft. It doesn't say anything about detangling, but I swear when I use this, I can just brush right through my hair. So I don't know if that's from this. It doesn't claim to detangle, but yeah, it works so good. It just leaves your hair nice and fresh and soft and kind of like that fresh cut trim feeling, you know? So if you need some good hair care, I have my launch link up in the description, and code FRESH, if it's still working, should save you 40% on all hair care. So try that code if you need some good hair care. Anyways, I gotta go, guys. I hope you have an amazing Sunday, an amazing rest of your weekend. I think I have everything linked in the description if you see something you want. But if you have questions, you can always message me. And that's really all I got for you today. This is that pistachio perfume I have linked. If you like pistachio, almond, caramel, that kind of thing, if you like this by Sol de Janeiro, you'll really like this. This is in an old bottle, by the way, so when you click on it and you're like, oh, that looks different, it's still the same scent. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you girls tomorrow. Bye, guys.